you ever realized how fast-paced everything is today? It's like everything's made for instant gratification. Like the medicine, it's made so that you instantly don't have a headache anymore. And then diet pills, so you instantly lose weight. Fast food, so you instantly get your food. And energy drinks, so you instantly wake up. But I'm not any different, and I'm sure neither of you. Because living in college, you have to have that fast-paced lifestyle to survive and make good grades and have a job. I woke up this morning to an alarm clock rushing me out of bed, and then I woke up, then I went to a gas station and got an energy drink to make me wake up faster, and then I went to class, and I'll be in class until about 3:30, and then I have to go to work straight from here, and then I go home and do homework, and then I go to bed, and then the next day starts over. But Carl Honor discusses the possibility of, is it possible to slow down in such a fast-paced world? Carl Honor is a journalist from London who's most famous for his praise of slowness. It's a book that he wrote to get across the point that slowness is better than having such the fast-paced mentality. Reading his son a bedtime story, a moment when it's supposed to be such an intimate time, became a task for him, that he wanted to get through it so bad that he started skipping parts. And his son, of course, he noticed because it was his favorite book, so they would get in arguments. And then one day he was at an airport and he saw an ad on a magazine cover that said bedtime story in under a minute. And his first reaction was, I have to read that. That would be great. But then he looked at himself and he saw that his reaction, he couldn't believe that that was his first reaction. And that's when the light bulb went off for him. But why do we like speed? Why do we like this fast-paced world? Is it because we're afraid to let our mind wander? Is it because we're afraid of our thoughts? Or is it because whenever we hear slow, we think of bad things automatically? Whenever you hear the word slow, you think of stupidity or just not intelligent, or you just think of laziness. In Europe, actually, a slow movement is becoming very popular. They're realizing that a good economy doesn't mean that you have to drive your employees into the ground. You don't have to work them so much. They're actually giving them longer lunch breaks, and so that they're able to decompress and reboot their system so that they can finish the day. A school in Scotland has just banned homework for kids under 13 years old, and the parents were first outraged, but when their test results came back, they scored 20 points higher than when they were having homework, when they're having to do homework. In Italy, a slow food movement is becoming more popular. The main idea is being able to grow and prepare and eat your own food, the food that you spent the time to make, and they're getting greater appreciation for eating that food than just going to Whataburger and getting a hamburger. So Carl Honor is offering us to get in touch with our inner tortoise and stop overloading ourselves to where the point that we can't just stop and think. He thinks that we get more pleasure from just spending time with one another. He's telling us to spend more time with our friends and families and loved ones and get a deeper connection with them by spending more time with them. So he ends his TED Talk by saying that he continued reading to his son his bedtime stories, but he slowed down to his pace, and they got a deeper connection, and his son started opening up to him more and more, started telling him about his day, and their connection grew even deeper. And one day, Carl was going on a business trip to promote his book, and his son came down with a card that he had made, and he said, "Oh, is this because I'm going on a business trip. And his son replies, no, it's for being the best storyteller ever. And that's,
Right there, we're slow dancing.